I look at this roster. I don't like it.
They're fielding on average, the oldest team in the league.
By far. I mean, by far.
But
There's a massive gap between them and everybody else. And I just look at this roster and I'm just like, nah, I don't like it. Your offensive line is fine. You know, Tyler Biotish is cool, I guess. You have some nice tackles. You know, I mean, I like Andrew Wiley. Obviously, Laramie Tunsil is a stud. He is a stud. And you drafted in the first round Josh Connolly, which, you know, I mean, tackles are fine, but like, I do not love your receivers. Terry McLaurin's great. Debo
like
is your
Terry.
I love Terry, but I don't like anybody else.
got that, like Debo. Well,
I
yeah,
not like Debo. No, I did. I like Debo like 4 years ago. I don't like
yeah,
Debo now.
that's fair.
Now, you know, I like your running back room. Okay, I know you just traded away Brian Robinson, but word on the street is, you know, Krosky Merritt, the 7th rounder you picked up, is going to be a really good player for you.
Hey, you getting
So,
good production out of the 7th round. That's very good.
and they still have
Very
Austin
good.
Eckler. So, but I mean, my point is like Zach Ertz is your tight end. Yeah, I like Zach Ertz like literally 10 years ago. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating.
10 years ago, I'd be like, damn, they got a beast.
I mean,
tight end.
I'm not even joking. Like, it's been that long. Like, it's been a long time.
I'm surprised he's still playing.
I am too. Like, you got Noah Brown, who, look, I was a fan of Noah Brown on the Cowboys. You know, I'm happy he's found a good home, but solid, decent third receiver, I guess. Debo is, I do not like. I have questions about your running, and I think this defense is still lacking a lot. Like, Dorrance Armstrong is cool. I'm a big fan of Dorrance Armstrong.
Bobby Wag.
You know, Bobby Wagner is still maybe not great like he used to be, but he is still really good. You got Von Miller, which, yeah, okay, I guess. I don't know. You know, Javon Kinlaw. Like, you got some names, but
Yeah.
I just am so uncertain. Like, I look at this roster and I'm like, straight up, this still might be the 4th best roster in this division. I mean, there really is an argument. Like, obviously the Eagles are 1, but like the Giants, the changes they made to their roster this year, like, is it really? How much worse is it than the Commanders roster? How much worse is the Cowboys roster compared? I don't know. But then I look at that quarterback position.
Yeah.
And they got a dude. They got the dude. They got the dude that I think is going to be a top 5 quarterback at the end of the year.
Damn.
And it confused, because like I want to look at this team and go, this is a 3rd place team. They're taking a step back. They're missing the division, and I'm like, you really gonna say that about the player that could probably be a top 5 quarterback? You really, your prediction this year is he's gonna miss the playoffs. And I'm like, well, I don't know about all that actually. So Christian, I'll turn it over to you. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel you on this roster. This last year was just so weird because like I felt like coming into the season, people were like, "Hey, watch out for the Commanders. I think they could be like a really solid squad. Yeah, frisky, very solid squad. Maybe they win 7, 8 games, be whatever." But then they win 12 games, and they were 7-5 last year and won their last 5 games.
Yep.
Can you tell me can you name the only other team to win their last 5 games?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, it was and so it just, I don't want to say you've probably been hearing this a lot, but I mean, this team was ahead of schedule. This team should not have been that good. This team should not have gone 12-5. I mean, the 7-5 was great, but toward the end of that season, they probably should have won like 2-3 games, maybe. Like they should not have. Maybe could have snuck into the playoffs, but they probably should have lost that wild card game. But they didn't, and they beat the Lions. Then they beat the Packers, and then they beat the Lions, and then they got mollywopped in the championship with versus the Eagles. But this team is way ahead of schedule, and I feel like this last year. I'm kind of feeling like this team's gonna. I guess it's gonna look like regression because they went 12-5, won their last 5 games, and made it to the championship game. But I feel like this is gonna be a course correction where maybe they go 10-7, maybe 9-8, and they miss the playoffs, or they get bounced in the divisional. I don't know. So it's gonna be fun watching this team, and it's all because of that dude, number 5. He was phenomenal last year, and Cliff Kingsbury's coming back, calling the plays. But yeah, that defense, I I still think needs like another draft or two
Yeah.
before this defense is really really solid. They got some dudes on here, like you said, Bobby Wagner. He's old. Uh,
Marshawn
Lattimore.
Lattimore. Yeah.
I mean, he came in last year and he didn't really play that much. I think he was injured. Kinlaw, you were talking about. So that it's just they got some dudes over there. I like Terry McLaurin. They did get that deal done. Happy for him. They got his money. Debo, I know everybody was making fun of his weight, but I think Debo is going to be really solid. Noah Brown and Zach Ertz there. It's just going to be really, really interesting.
Where are you at for their ceiling and floor?
I think ceiling is like 10-7, 11-6, which I guess is a step back, but um, yeah, like I said, I think they're gonna have a come back down to earth. They're having a kind of a tough schedule here. Green Bay. I think the Raiders will be better. Not sure about the Falcons, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Lions, your Broncos, the Vikings, and toward the end of the year, late in the season they got the Eagles. They still got to face those demons. They got their last 4 games were division games. Um,
That's crazy. And and it's against two of the last 3 games are against Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
That's brutal.
And then 4 for me is probably like 8-9, 9-8, maybe 7-10 if like they get some like tough injuries. I don't think this team is very deep as well. So
Yeah, I think I know people are like, guys, really? Like, what are you talking about? This team went to the. When we went into year 2 with Houston, we had a historically good rookie quarterback on a roster that was missing a lot of pieces, and they went in and they attacked it aggressively. And in a bad division, they went 10-7, and won a playoff game. Not taking that away from them, but like
this is a different division.
This is a different division. This is a division of divisions. I mean, all 4 of these teams. Maybe you don't. Maybe they're not like really good, but like they've all got pretty high floors, generally speaking. And I just don't be surprised if like I don't think they'll go 8-9. I would put their floor. I think 8-9 is a good floor. Like if everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
But like I think 10-7, 11-6 is reasonable for this team. I have that much faith in Jayden Daniels. I could see their ceiling, like, if things do click and, like, Jayden Daniels is just not missing a beat and he comes in, like, I could see them going 12-5 again.
And going back to the championship?
I would say that is their, like, absolute ceiling. But I don't think they'll get there. I mean, that's if everything goes well.
What if they just become that team? They just always go. They're just always in the championship.
I mean, at some point, I think Commanders fans would probably be pretty sad, but
yeah.
For a couple of years, you're going to enjoy it. For a couple of years, that's a lot of fun, but then you become like the Ravens and Bills, and you're just like, why?
Why can't we break through?
Why can't we go past this round? So, no, but, I mean, Commanders fans, you have a lot of reason to be happy. Like, don't set yourself up to have too high of expectations this year only to be let down because you're just not quite there.
I think you as a Commanders fan, I mean, maybe not the delusional ones, obviously, but I feel like the realist ones might be like, we could maybe take a bit of a step. Like, that was crazy. Like, come on. That was crazy. And this roster, nobody's arguing this roster is like a top roster in the league.
Yeah, no. Well, except some people who put them in their top 10 list, which, I mean,
Yeah, we don't talk to those people. We don't talk to those people.
I love Commanders fans. I know a lot of Commanders fans. I went to a Washington Cowboys game once, and we just chilled in the parking lot and tailgated with well, at the time, Washington fans. We'll call them Washington fans, right? But, they were, we were chilling with them, and I mean, they're great people, and I have a lot of Washington fans that are close to me in my life, so like I don't root against them actively unless like they're in the way of the Cowboys, but I mean, y'all should be happy. Y'all got your quarterback of the future, and this looks like it's gonna be really, really special for the next decade. You should just enjoy it, but don't feel like this year's the end all be all if things don't go the way you're thinking they will.